Ladies and gentlemen, let me ask you a question that might unsettle you at first, but bear with me. What if the pursuit of friendship after 70 is not the key to happiness, but rather a distraction from the profound independence you've earned? What if the cultural obsession with staying socially connected is in fact holding you back from the deeper, more meaningful existence you deserve? After 7 decades of life, you've likely spent the majority of your years prioritizing others, your children, your spouse, your friends, your colleagues, and even your community. You've carried the weight of responsibility, often putting your own needs and desires on the back burner. This is not a criticism. It's a testament to your strength and character. But now, as you enter this new chapter, you've earned the right to shift the focus back to yourself. This isn't selfishness in the negative sense. It's an act of self-respect and self-preservation. It's about recognizing that your time, energy, and well-being are valuable, and that you no longer need to justify prioritizing them. Think about it. How often have you said yes to others when you really wanted to say no? How many times have you sacrificed your own interests to meet someone else's expectations? After 70, you have the opportunity to reclaim your autonomy. This doesn't mean you have to abandon all relationships or become isolated. It simply means you have the freedom to choose how you spend your time and with whom. You can finally say, this is my life, and I'm going to live it on my terms. This shift isn't just liberating, it's necessary. As you age, your energy and resources become more finite. You can't afford to waste them on people or activities that don't align with your values or bring you joy. By focusing on yourself, you're not being selfish, you're being strategic. You're ensuring that your remaining years are spent in ways that are meaningful and fulfilling to you. Embracing this mindset also sets a powerful example for others, especially younger generations. It shows them that it's okay to prioritize oneself, that self-care isn't a luxury but a necessity. So after 70, give yourself permission to be selfish in the best possible way. You've earned it. Independence is not just a state of being, it's a skill, and like any skill, it requires practice and cultivation. After 70, embracing independence isn't merely a choice, it's a pathway to resilience. When you rely less on others and more on yourself, you strengthen your ability to navigate life's challenges. This isn't about rejecting help when you truly need it. It's about building the confidence and competence to handle whatever comes your way. And let's be clear, life doesn't stop throwing challenges at you just because you've reached a certain age. If anything, the stakes feel higher and the need for resilience becomes even more critical. When you lean too heavily on others, you risk losing touch with your own capability. You might start to doubt yourself, to feel like you're no longer in control of your life. But when you embrace independence, you reclaim that control. You prove to yourself day after day that you are capable, resourceful, and strong. This isn't just empowering, it's transformative. It shifts your mindset from one of dependence to one of agency. You stop seeing yourself as a passive participant in your own life and start seeing yourself as the author of it. Resilience isn't just about bouncing back from adversity, it's about growing through it. When you face challenges on your own terms, you develop a deeper understanding of your strengths and limitations. You learn to adapt, to problem solve, and to trust your instincts. These are skills that can't be taught. They have to be earned through experience. And every time you overcome a challenge independently, you reinforce your belief in your own abilities. This kind of resilience doesn't just benefit you, it inspires those around you. It shows them that age is not a barrier to strength or self-reliance. So, after 70, don't shy away from independence. Embrace it. Let it fortify you. Because the more you rely on yourself, the more you'll realize just how capable you truly are. And that realization is the foundation of a life well lived. After 70, you've reached a stage in life where the noise of external expectations begins to fade, and you're left with something profoundly valuable: the freedom to pursue what truly matters to you. For decades, your time and energy may have been directed by the demands of work, family, and social obligations. You've likely put aside personal interests, hobbies, or dreams because there simply wasn't enough time or because others needed you more. But now, in this chapter of life, you have the rare opportunity to reclaim those passions and explore new ones without apology or compromise. This is the time to ask yourself, What have I always wanted to do but never had the chance? What brings me joy, curiosity, or a sense of fulfillment? Maybe it's painting, writing, gardening, or learning a new language. Perhaps it's traveling to places you've always dreamed of visiting, or diving into a subject that fascinates you. The beauty of this stage is that you no longer need to justify your interests to anyone. You don't need to seek approval or fit your pursuits into someone else's schedule. Your time is your own, and how you choose to spend it is entirely up to you. Friendships, while valuable, can sometimes pull you away from these pursuits. Social obligations, even well-meaning ones, can consume time and energy that could be spent on your own growth and exploration. Independence allows you to prioritize what lights you up, to immerse yourself in activities that bring you a sense of purpose and joy. And here's the thing, when you engage in what truly matters to you, you become more vibrant, more alive. You tap into a well of creativity and passion that might have been dormant for years. This isn't just about filling time, it's about enriching your life. It's about rediscovering who you are beyond the roles you've played for others. After 70, you have the chance to write a new story, one that's entirely your own. So don't hold back. Dive into your interests, chase your curiosities, and let your independence be the gateway to a life that's as fulfilling as it is authentic. Solitude is often misunderstood, especially in a world that equates being alone with being lonely. But the truth is, solitude is not loneliness. It's clarity. After 70, you have the wisdom to appreciate the profound difference between the two. Loneliness is a state of lack, a feeling of emptiness that comes from missing connection. Solitude, on the other hand, is a state of richness. It's a deliberate choice to be alone, to step away from the noise and distractions of the world and to reconnect with yourself. In solitude, you find space to reflect, to process your thoughts, and to listen to your inner voice. This is where clarity emerges. Without the constant chatter of others, you can finally hear yourself think. You can evaluate your life, your choices, and your direction with honesty and depth. This kind of introspection is invaluable, especially at a stage in life where you're likely thinking about legacy, meaning, and how you want to spend your remaining years. Solitude also offers a unique kind of peace. It's in these quiet moments that you can truly recharge. The world is fast-paced and demanding, even for those in their later years. But when you embrace solitude, you create a sanctuary for yourself, a place where you can let go of stress, expectations, and the need to perform for others. It's a chance to simply be without judgment or pressure. Moreover, solitude fosters creativity and self-discovery. When you're alone, you're free to explore your thoughts, ideas, and emotions without interference. You might uncover hidden talents, rediscover forgotten passions, or gain new insights into who you are and what you want. This kind of self-awareness is a gift, one that can only be fully unwrapped in the quiet moments you spend with yourself. So after 70, don't fear solitude, embrace it. See it not as a void to be filled, but as an opportunity to deepen your understanding of yourself and the world around you. In the stillness, you'll find not loneliness, but clarity, peace, and a renewed sense of purpose. As you move into your later years, you gain a perspective that only time and experience can provide. One of the most liberating realizations is that not all relationships are worth maintaining. Some friendships, while once meaningful, may have become draining, one-sided, or even toxic. After 70, you have the clarity and the courage to let go of these relationships without guilt or regret. This isn't about being harsh or dismissive. It's about prioritizing your well-being and surrounding yourself with people who truly uplift and support you. Toxic relationships can take many forms. They might be friendships that leave you feeling exhausted after every interaction, or connections where you're constantly giving but never receiving. They could be relationships filled with negativity, criticism, or drama, dynamics that drain your energy and cloud your peace of mind. Holding on to these relationships out of obligation or habit only diminishes your quality of life. After decades of navigating complex social dynamics, you've earned the right to be selective about who you allow into your inner circle. Letting go of toxic relationships doesn't mean you're closing yourself off to connection. On the contrary, it creates space for healthier, more fulfilling interactions. It allows you to invest your time and energy in people who genuinely care about you, who respect your boundaries, and who bring positivity into your life. And if you choose to spend more time alone rather than in the company of those who drain you, that's perfectly valid too. Independence gives you the freedom to decide what kind of social environment supports your happiness and peace. This process of letting go is also an act of self-respect. It sends a powerful message to yourself and others that your time, energy, and emotional well-being are valuable. After 70, you don't need to tolerate negativity or drama. You can choose to surround yourself with people who enrich your life or to enjoy the quiet contentment of your own company. Either way, you're taking control of your happiness, and that's a profound and empowering choice. Independence, especially after 70, is the ultimate form of freedom. It's the freedom to live life on your own terms, to make decisions without seeking approval, and to design your days exactly as you see fit. This isn't just about physical or financial independence. It's about emotional and psychological autonomy. It's about recognizing that you no longer need to conform to societal expectations or the demands of others. You've spent decades fulfilling roles, meeting obligations, and navigating the complexities of relationships. Now you have the rare opportunity to step into a life that's entirely your own. This kind of freedom is transformative. It allows you to prioritize what truly matters to you, whether that's pursuing a long-held passion, spending time in nature, or simply enjoying the quiet moments of each day. You're no longer bound by the need to please others or to fit into someone else's idea of how you should live. Instead, you can focus on what brings you joy, peace, and fulfillment. This is the essence of living authentically, of being true to yourself in a way that might not have been possible earlier in life. Independence also empowers you to take risks and embrace new experiences. Without the weight of others' expectations, you are free to explore, to experiment, and to grow. Maybe you've always wanted to try something new but felt held back by fear of judgment or failure. Now you can approach these opportunities with a sense of curiosity and adventure, knowing that the only person you need to answer to is yourself. Moreover, this freedom fosters a deep sense of self-respect. It's a declaration that your needs, desires, and happiness matter. It's a rejection of the idea that aging means diminishing or becoming dependent. Instead, it's an affirmation of your strength, your resilience, and your ability to thrive on your own terms. After 70, independence isn't just a luxury, it's a necessity. It's the key to unlocking a life that's not only happier, but also deeply meaningful and authentically yours.